The newcomer versus the veterans. The upstarts versus the establishment. LYON versus Cloud9.
Curious what your thoughts are, Azale. It really feels like LYON's composition is going to be just the front to back. Like, it seems like there's like one big clear thing that they want to do.
You can see it's going to be Ghost Flash for Sven. He is playing Lethal Tempo, so we'll be playing on hit. And it's going to be Spellbook there for Vulcan, but LYON's not electing to go for the Spellbook. Is instead going to be playing Glacial Augment.
Before he hits level 6 is so important because he can't equalize the wave, can't get that extra damage. It's going to be LYON's taking it up first. Audiolane gets under the turret. Henna with the autos. LYON's trying to juggle it back. Will still fall. First blood to Thanatos.
Yep, we're going to be starting this up as obviously the Sivers up towards that top side, and if you have two members up there's not really any chance of contesting this. Yeah, and I think C9 is just going to be coming to every objective and looking to fight, and Audiolane is here.
Ooh, the
nice
Miller interrupt, but he has the other Battle Dance. You do get two of those. Do C9 contest? They have engaged tools. Blabber and Vulcan are both there. The Weaver's Wall will come out, separating Saint. Flash engage from LYON's as Saint getting some damage in right there, but the re-engage from Vulcan. Blabber fails to flash over the wall, and LYON get the kill on the Vi, earning themselves the objective.
But Blabber is looking like he wants to fight here, and they did get the earlier push.
Oh, they have Weaver's Wall. Do they actually want to commit for it? Dragon is secured. The engage goes in onto Saint. Loki's there for the damage. Can they burst down the Azir? They got him! Cloud9 pick up one. Now Henna's going to have to do a lot of damage here to clean things up. They get one in trade. Audiolane will fall. C9 so far so good. Taking out the carries. They push back the front line. Henna will fall. Double the Sven. They don't get the objective, but C9 clean up the fight.
Yeah, 4 for 1 there for C9 is massive. Really good fight from them. For Henna, he is going to be able to open up an advantage. But C9 starting to build a lead, largely thanks to Thanatos, who is absolutely cooking Yayo. The Conqueror in the extended 1v1 is going to be really powerful, especially when you have this kind of lead.
Oh, this is a little disgusting, actually. Thanatos might just get the solo bolo! Takes down Yayo in the side lane, 1v1, stacks the Conqueror. No response from LYON.
Vulcan is in the area. It's going to look. He has Ignite.
Oh, looked for the engage onto Saint. The Ignite goes down, but now Vulcan, again, nobody nearby. That's a teleport coming in here from Loki. Can LYON get out now? Audiolane going to continue the chase under the turret. Vulcan! Just making him look silly, and C9, it doesn't end there. They're going to look for more. Loki completed the teleport. LYON's going to be the prey this time as C9 pick up 3.
Yeah, it's a very delayed response, but they do get the kills back at the end of the day. So nicely done by C9, and are able to open up an over 3,000 gold lead here. We'll see if Vulcan can get this all the way down to the tier 1 bot.
Choo-choo. There we go.
But Yayo still pretty tanky.
Yeah, he's got a lot of magic resist, and I don't know if Loki's going to be able to get through
Varus
all
is
of
coming,
that.
though, so he's got to try to get out.
Early flash from Yayo. Going to try and keep this turret alive, and a couple autos from Vulcan means that he will not do that. Exhaust goes down. Should just be an easy kill pickup. He will throw out the ultimate and is just going to try and run away. All right, this is a lot of action we're seeing here in the bottom lane.
Wait, he walked back.
Around this area. No! Yayo!
And they're just going to immediately start it and try to force LYON to come and respond.
So this is the creative decision-making that Cloud9's composition can allow them to do. If you force LYON to walk into you, yes, they can try and front to back you, but you can always threaten them with your engage as well. They're committing to it for right now. Let's see, LYON don't have Sion with them yet. He might be ulting from the mid lane, but with that little wall in the river, it's kind of hard to angle it correctly, and C9 are just saying bet. LYON right now are not answering the bluff immediately, but they're just going to engage on the Vulcan. He tried to buy some space, buy some time. LYON pick up the kill. Now C9 are in trouble. They have to go for the flip. Blabber will secure the Otacon, but can they take the fight after? Flash forward, commit on the Saint, take down the Azir. C9 with precision in the team fight will equalize and get the objective. How much more does LYON want? I think they just have to back off here. C9 are now the ones saying, bet, you stuck around for too long. They were ready, they were prepared, and they will be rewarded.
Yeah, Yayo gets split from the team at the end of it. Now they're going to look for even more here. Henna.
Oh, beautiful Weaver's Wall onto the AD carry. Flash was used a little late there from Henna. Will survive, but at the expense of the support, LYON's goes down. Okay, LYON's going to make a play here onto Loki, but Saint can't quite get close enough, and the rest of C9 are here, and again, they're just going to say, you won't go for the engage. We'll engage for you. Thanatos with the teleport in and equalize it. There's just no hope for LYON. They're going to get clean aced. A triple to Thanatos.
I mean, that was sick from C9. Perfect engage there.
And not going to catch any members out from LYON, but now they have easy access because of push in the mid wave to look at that Baron. LYON are going to go for their own engage. Stain flashes trying to catch Sven, cannot get on him. Sven with the outplay, sidestepping the engage. C9 pick up 2.
But it just feels like it's way too little, way too late.
And this time the Weaver's Wall will get a little more done. Flash out from Yayo, as now the rest of LYON. Oh, LYON's headbutts the minion, has to pop the ultimate to try and survive. Flash as well. Vulcan says, where you going, buddy? I thought you wanted to scrap. C9 pick up a freebie. It was at the 23-minute mark that they were that 5K ahead. Now 13.5. They're going to get this Dragon Soul as well. They really ramped it up here.
I mean, just look at the soul lane advantages here. 5.7K, 3K here, but I'm kind of surprised by this one. 2.2K in the support role with only 1 kill.
That's a ratio if ever I've seen one. Now another engage from C9, making it look easy. Vulcan going in, Blabber in tow, and Lion Saint trying to get away from the equalizer. He's just roasting down. We'll go into the stasis for now, but you know where he's ended up. It's a gray screen back at the fountain. C9 roaring to life here.
And looking to move themselves to match point here. A great start to the new split for C9.
For a team that's always looking for that championship trophy, a team that's always looking to be the best in the region and prove that they belong in that conversation. They are making quick work of LYON, who made it close last time around. Game 1 was not that. C9 will get a couple more kills, close this one out in style, and go up 1-0 in this series.
So that is a Braum. It was Senna picked on the other side here for Cloud9, so that is correct. So it is going to be the scaling bot lane here for C9. Do have some pretty explosive engage themselves with the Orianna plus the Rel.
But here we go, everybody. Make some noise at the Riot Games Arena for Game 2. Ooh, already a scrap at level 1 into a Braum. Not always the wisest decision for C9, as it's a Senna plus a Rel. So Crashdown's going to be used, but now Sven is in trouble. Trying to run away, uses the Ghost for the move speed. Loki also gets chunked out.
And Sven is doing a good job so far with these souls. You can see he's already at 18 here, only 6 minutes in, so he's on a really good track.
Lane state is not that bad for C9, all things considered. And now they're looking for their own engage here. Vulcan with the flash forward. Not going to catch too much, though. Blabber with the Ixal's impact into the wall. Adiland knocked back. Loki with the ultimate. And C9 with a roaming mid laner will find the play.
Really nicely done. And the reason they commit so heavily is they know Adiland has no flash.
So early game going in favor of C9 this time around. Last game it was the dive from LYON. This time around it was C9, though, making some action happen here.
He sees with that ward that not only do they take the grubs, they're moving towards topside after those grubs are taken. So they are going to look for a dive there. And they're just going to immediately TP to cover. This is Vulcan TP.
Yeah. So not even using Loki's mid lane TP. And Blabber's going to get the buff down here and maybe even look at the dragon. Like, C9 actually got a lot for giving up those grubs.
Yeah, it's actually really well done here. And this is kind of the same timing, or at least a similar-ish timing. So as you said, they take away multiple camps on the bot side. They should be able to grab this dragon, no problem. And C9 going to be able to trade back really, really well. Sven now 33 souls already, and is looking very good. So Sven, has just been farming it up here as much as he possibly can. You can see there's the average.
There it is.
At 14, the average is 33. He's already at 33 here.
Wow.
At 10 minutes. So
overachievers, Sven. Let's
exactly.
go.
I mean, these are just, like, when you are playing AD Senna, it's one of my favorite champions to play. It's so much about the support matchup because that's generally who you're able to just non-stop farm these souls off of. Definitely a really powerful scaling team fighter. Can look in towards those items. Nice sidestep there from Sven.
Yeah, that was really, really well done. Out of the Fog of War from the brush, if that Glacial Fissure lands, Sven could be in some trouble. But now no ultimate available on either Henna or LYON, and LYON actually walked up to get some vision down. Vulcan goes for the engage, Blabber's nearby, pulls back Henna, 80 carry down, Sven getting some gold.
That was a really nice engage there from Vulcan. Both his flashes have been so high value, that earlier river fight, and then again, it feels like right as soon as that flash is up, he gets in, not only connecting in on the LYON and forcing out both of his summoners, but following up onto Henna.
But right now, it's actually C9 looking at the top half of the map instead of their Senna bot lane. LYON gonna look to get this scuttle, but C9, you don't take scuttles away from Blabber. I feel like that's jungling 101 here in LTA. Let's see if C9 actually want to commit to this, because Loki can come over here as well.
And that 46 stacks at 14 minutes here is actually higher than any Senna game we saw at MSI. So, you know, quite a fast pace. You know, thank you, Braum, for donating a lot of those over.
Yep.
Senna players everywhere do appreciate the Brahms, the Tom Kenches, the easy stacks.
Is actually proxy farming a wave, and Thanatos says, all right, well, this is crocodile hunting season. On the side of the crocodile, mind you, as, ooh, the root lands from Sven. Yayo gets over the wall, has flash available, nowhere to go. Thanatos picks up the kill.
Making the rotation, lands the root, nowhere for Yayo to go, and now Audieland has to be a bit careful.
Throws out the clone, tries to get away, flash forward from Blabber, Ixal's impact into the wall, pulls him back into the Dawning Shadow. Clean execution from C9.
And Vulcan now trying to threaten behind.
They're trying to clear out the wave, it is gone. C9 can now look to just force them to stay, and actually they're just getting engaged onto Henna. He walked away from the turret. That might not have been a wise decision, friend, as C9 commit everything. Teleport in from Thanatos. LYON have teleport from Yayo, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to save them here. The turret is just going to get melted by C9, as now they'll turn and take the kills. One goes down, make it two. Yayo nowhere to escape to. Throws out the ultimate to try and buy space, but it's just not enough. C9 get a double kill to Loki. So LYON will at least keep their mid laner alive for right now, but they will not keep the top turret up. C9, they get the objective.
Yeah, gonna be able to grab the tower, no problem. Now moving in, stealing away more of these jungle camps. Thanatos was getting a lot of damage down on the tier 2 top, so that is also low. And now he's on a 2-item power spike. Sven's on a 2-item power spike. Blabber's on a 2-item power spike. And it feels like no one really is very close here on LYON. So
yeah, I mean, sometimes you can find a straggler that's like trying to get that forward vision down, being a body ward like Thanatos, but with 2 items on the Renekton, you're really never killing this guy unless everybody commits on him. So C9 will get the dragon.
And they're saying, you know what? You couldn't fight us for that. You can't fight us for Otacon either, because we still have 2 items on all these members. You do not.
And they see 3 chasing Thanatos right now. Looking at the Otacon, it's down to about half health, but LYON are approaching.
Yeah, but Thanatos is going to be behind them, so this is so tough. If they actually hard engage, Henna's just going to be left out to the wolves here. Saint is on the side. They've got to try.
Engage from LYON. They're trying to capitalize while C9 are not all together, but the Impale pulls 2 back. LYON cannot find the engager. Looking for Thanatos, pushing past Yayo as LYON don't hold the front. And that is the Otacon actually taken by LYON. Adi's able to take that, but they cannot win the fight. C9 dominated with a clean sweep. They'll take that trade.
So he's kind of just moving around the map a lot, you know, trying to see if there's angles for the team, but it's a difficult position to be put in when you're looking for those tough engages.
Teleport in onto Audioland, engage as well, throws out the Cyclone, trying to CC himself back to safety, and now says, okay, maybe we just go for the fight because we have the flank from Yayo, but the damage is just not there. Blabber holds the line. Yayo has to retreat now, as C9 are just playing these fights too well. Yayo does find a flank on this man. Is it the miracle? Saint with the shutdown, and LYON maybe can make some magic happen, but maybe not. Flash away, flash forward, Blabber with the Impale onto both carries. Henna and Saint are down. A brief second of hope for LYON, but C9 were inevitable. Triple kill to Loki.
Yeah, big kill there for Loki. Gonna be able to pick up the triple.
The guys that are engaging, starting off the fights, and they are just so far ahead. They're gonna get this dragon. Thanatos is gonna get 3-manned under the top turret, make it 4, as C9 might be able to actually keep him alive. Shutdown goes over to LYONs as a re-engage from C9. Sven is there, Vulcan goes forward. Taken out now is actually Sven is in some trouble. I think they've been up more than they can chew. He just does so much damage, man. Sven, with the IE completed, is making it real tough for LYON to find any purchase in this game. They win game number 1. They're getting a Baron uncontested here. LYON just cannot approach. They'll take the bottom turret instead, get any amount of gold they can in their pockets.
As C9 with that Baron buff, with the soul, with the 10k gold lead this early on in the game are just so strong.
They're gonna have to worry about the stop set. It's only Yayo for right now, but they're getting harassed here by Sven. Lands the root onto LYONs. That's just 1 auto. And that is that much damage. Flash from Blabber, Impale onto Saint. It's just that easy. C9 testing the reaction time of LYON's mid laner, and Blabber comes up heads. No rise for the defense now. C9 look to push in and take this series 2-0. 12,500 gold lead as they march into the base, and just no hope of escape for LYON. C9, eyes on a championship. C9, tired of being second place perennially in the region. They'll take their ace. They will crush LYON and 2-0 the series.
25-5 in under 30 minutes. That is a shellacking from C9.